Science and Discovery, Salt, Sugar, and Dissolving Race. In a bustling city park where the sun shone brightly, our curious friends gathered near a long wooden table. Among them were Kira, a girl with curly black hair, and Max, a boy with freckles and red hair. A pile of powder sat in the center, salt, sugar, and even baking soda. Their guide for this exciting experiment was Mr. Green, a wise, friendly man with a kind smile and spectacles. With excitement in their eyes, Kira and Max listened closely as Mr. Green explained. Today, we're going to find out which powder disappears fastest when mixed with water. Kira looked puzzled, but Max knew this would be a fun experiment. First up was Kira. She carefully picked up the bowl filled with salt and added a handful to the water in a small cup. The children watched as tiny white specks danced around in the water, slowly dissolving and eventually disappearing entirely. Next was Max. He scooped sugar into a second cup of water. Unlike the salt, the sugar took much longer to dissolve. The sweet granules swirled around in the water, creating a mysterious cloud that left everyone wondering what would happen next. As the other children watched with anticipation, another friend took her turn. She poured the baking soda into a third cup of water. Almost immediately, fizzing bubbles rose to the surface. The children laughed and gasped as the exciting reaction unfolded before their eyes. With the experiment complete, the children gathered excitedly around the table to discuss their findings. Mr. Green asked them which powder had dissolved the fastest, and why they thought that was. Together they shared their thoughts and conclusions. Mr. Green jotted down their answers on the chalkboard. He then invited them to ask any other science-related questions they might have. One of the girls raised her hand and asked, "Mr. Green, why does it take so much longer for sugar to dissolve compared to salt?" Mr. Green smiled and replied, "Great question. Sugar molecules are larger than salt molecules, which makes them harder for water to surround." More questions followed, and Mr. Green patiently answered each one, helping the children better understand how science works in everyday life. As the day grew late and the sun began to set, it was time for the children to go home. They packed away their materials and thanked Mr. Green for a wonderful learning experience. With smiles on their faces, the children said their goodbyes to Mr. Green and each other. They couldn't wait to share what they had learned with their families and friends. As they left the park that day, the children were filled with a sense of accomplishment and excitement. They had learned something new and discovered that science could be fun. They couldn't wait to come back next Monday for another science and discovery adventure.